Coffee, a daily habit with hidden brain risks you need to know. For millions of people around the world, coffee is more than just a beverage, it's a ritual. Whether it's the first quiet moment in the early morning before the household stirs, or a much-needed pick-me-up during a hectic workday, coffee often symbolizes energy, comfort, and clarity. Some prefer to sip it slowly while reading the news, while others grab it iced on the go, multitasking through emails and errands. Regardless of how it's enjoyed, coffee has become one of the most personal and dependable parts of modern life. But here's something you probably haven't considered, and it could be quietly affecting your brain health. What if the way you drink coffee, especially what you pair it with, is working against your memory? Now don't worry, this isn't about quitting coffee. In fact, numerous studies have shown that moderate coffee intake may enhance brain function, boost focus, and even support long-term cognitive health. The real issue isn't coffee, it's what you eat with it. As we age, it's normal to notice small lapses in memory. You walk into a room and forget why you went there. You pause mid-sentence, grasping for a familiar name. You open a drawer and think, what was I looking for again? These moments can feel minor, but when they happen frequently, they begin to affect confidence, productivity, and even emotional well-being. Surprisingly, some of the habits that contribute to this cognitive fog begin with what we consume first thing in the morning. Coffee, while stimulating and enjoyable, interacts directly with your central nervous system. It increases alertness, affects hormone levels like cortisol, and influences how your body processes other nutrients. When you pair coffee with certain common foods, particularly those that cause blood sugar spikes, block nutrient absorption, or raise inflammation, your brain feels the impact. And while the effects may be subtle at first, over time, they can contribute to a noticeable decline in mental sharpness and memory clarity. Let's explore one of the most common and damaging coffee pairings, and what you should eat instead. But before we dive into all that, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're here to help you live healthier, feel better, and age vibrantly. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss a wellness tip that could change your life. And tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We love hearing from viewers around the world. Mistake #1, sugary pastries and refined breakfast sweets. Think about what most people pair with coffee. Muffins, croissants, cinnamon rolls, donuts, toaster pastries, and sweetened cereal bars. These sugary baked goods are quick, convenient, and everywhere, from cafes to kitchens. But they're also one of the most damaging pairings for brain health, especially when consumed alongside caffeine. Here's why. Caffeine already elevates your cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, increasing alertness and heart rate. Sugar delivers a quick spike in blood glucose, providing a burst of energy followed by a rapid crash. This combination, a stimulant plus a sugar surge, creates a roller coaster effect on your brain. You may feel hyper-aware for a short while, but the crash that follows deprives your brain of steady fuel. The result, you may experience irritability or mood swings, shaky hands or a sudden drop in energy, short-term memory glitches, trouble focusing or following through on tasks. The hippocampus, the brain's memory center, is especially sensitive to these highs and lows. Repeatedly starting your day this way forces your brain to adapt to unstable fuel sources, potentially reducing memory retention and mental clarity in the long run. Instead of sabotaging your brain with refined sugars, try pairing your coffee with foods that offer stable energy, fiber, protein, and essential nutrients. These alternatives help regulate blood sugar, support neurotransmitter activity, and enhance the cognitive benefits of coffee rather than undermining them. Some simple swaps. Plain oatmeal topped with berries provides slow-digesting carbs, fiber, and antioxidants. Whole grain toast with mashed avocado offers healthy fats, fiber, and brain-protective compounds. Greek yogurt with chopped nuts and chia seeds supports gut health and delivers protein for sustained focus. These smarter combinations stabilize your brain's energy supply, protect against inflammation, and help you start your day with calm, controlled mental clarity. Second, artificial sweeteners and sugar-free products. If you've swapped regular sugar for sugar-free creamers or artificial sweeteners in an effort to make a healthier choice, you're not alone. Many adults, especially those watching their sugar intake, turn to popular sugar substitutes like stevia, aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. On the surface, these options seem like a smart alternative. They add sweetness without calories or the blood sugar spike associated with regular sugar. But when it comes to your brain, especially memory and cognitive performance, the story is far more complex. Here's why. The human brain is designed to interpret sweetness as a signal that energy, in the form of calories, is on the way. This is a deeply rooted evolutionary response. But artificial sweeteners deliver the taste of sweetness without the calories or nutrients that typically follow. Over time, this disconnect can confuse your metabolic system and disrupt your brain's natural reward pathways. Some research suggests that regular consumption of artificial sweeteners can reduce the brain's sensitivity to sweet taste, impair its ability to accurately regulate hunger signals, and even interfere with learning and memory retention. This becomes even more problematic when combined with caffeine, a natural stimulant that already heightens the central nervous system's activity. When artificial sweeteners and caffeine interact, they may overstimulate the body's stress response, leaving you feeling jittery, mentally foggy, or even emotionally off balance. Another important concern is how artificial sweeteners impact gut health. These sweeteners may alter the composition of gut bacteria, which play a crucial role in mental clarity, memory, and mood regulation through what's known as the gut-brain axis. An unhealthy gut microbiome can lower the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, chemicals that support stable mood, sharp memory, and sustained focus. So what can you do instead? If you enjoy flavored coffee, consider switching to brain-friendly natural additions. A small dash of cinnamon, a drop of pure vanilla extract, or a teaspoon of raw honey can add richness and subtle sweetness without disrupting your brain's natural chemistry. These alternatives also carry nutritional benefits. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, and honey contains antioxidants that support brain health. Third, processed breakfast meats. Let's talk about another common pairing with coffee that many people don't think twice about. Processed breakfast meats, such as bacon, sausage, ham, and packaged deli meats. These are classic breakfast staples that often sit side by side with your morning coffee. They're flavorful, satisfying, and convenient. But unfortunately, they come with a hidden cost, especially to your brain. Most processed meats are high in chemical preservatives, particularly nitrates and nitrites. These compounds are used to preserve color, extend shelf life, and enhance taste. However, when consumed frequently, they contribute to oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, two key drivers behind cognitive decline and age-related memory loss. The brain is especially sensitive to inflammation. When you consume foods that elevate internal inflammation and then add caffeine on top of that, which increases cortisol, the body's stress hormone, and can temporarily raise blood pressure, you create a compounded effect. Your brain ends up under constant stress, which over time can interfere with mental clarity, focus, and even long-term memory function. Processed meats are also extremely high in sodium. Excessive salt can reduce blood flow by constricting blood vessels, including those that supply oxygen and nutrients to your brain. When your brain receives less blood and oxygen, your ability to think clearly, recall information, and maintain focus diminishes. If your typical breakfast includes coffee and a side of bacon or sausage, you may unknowingly be putting your brain into a state of stress and reduced efficiency every single day. Instead, try swapping processed meats for clean, whole food proteins that nourish your brain rather than harm it. Opt for foods like eggs, avocado, chia seeds, nuts, lentils, or even a plant-based tofu scramble. These options provide high-quality protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants, all of which help reduce inflammation, support neurotransmitter function, and stabilize your energy levels throughout the morning. Now that we've covered the 3 brain-draining food pairings to avoid with coffee, sugary pastries, artificial sweeteners, and processed meats, let's shift gears and talk about what to add to your morning instead. With the right food pairings, your daily cup of coffee can become a tool to enhance focus, clarity, and long-term memory. Let's begin with 3 powerful coffee companions that boost brain health. 1. Berries. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are loaded with antioxidants and flavonoids, which help protect brain cells from oxidative damage and improve blood flow to key areas of the brain, especially those involved in memory and learning. Studies have shown that regular berry consumption can slow age-related cognitive decline and even promote the growth of new neurons. Adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, whether in oatmeal, plain Greek yogurt, or a smoothie, can turn your coffee routine into a brain-supportive ritual. 2. Nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and magnesium, nutrients that are critical for cognitive performance and long-term brain health. These nutrients help strengthen the protective barrier around brain cells, reduce inflammation, and support neurotransmitter activity related to memory and attention. Even a small serving of mixed nuts with your coffee can help stabilize blood sugar, reduce mental fatigue, and improve your ability to focus throughout the day. 3. Eggs. Eggs are one of the best natural sources of choline, a vital nutrient that your brain uses to create acetylcholine, a chemical messenger essential for memory, mood regulation, and focus. Studies have found that people with higher choline intake tend to score better on memory tests and show greater brain connectivity as they age. Starting your morning with eggs, scrambled, poached, or boiled, is a simple way to deliver powerful nutrition to your brain, especially when paired with a modest cup of coffee. Coffee is not the enemy. In fact, it can be an incredibly useful part of your daily routine, boosting alertness, enhancing mood, and supporting mental clarity. The key is in how you drink it, and more importantly, what you pair it with. If you've been starting your day with sugar-laden pastries, artificial sweeteners, or processed meats, you may be unintentionally compromising your memory, focus, and brain health. But with just a few simple swaps, like berries, nuts, eggs, and fiber-rich whole foods, you can transform your coffee into a brain-friendly habit that supports your energy, mood, and memory today, and for years to come. Have you been pairing your coffee with the wrong foods? Share your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And if this gave you a new perspective on your morning routine, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more smart, natural health tips that can truly make a difference in your life.